Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the UN's mistake in Rwanda in 1994, the 1994 genocide. And let me explain this, okay? Here is what happened, okay? It wasn't Romeo Dallaire's fault. It wasn't the Ghanaian soldiers, the Tunisian soldiers, and the Canadian soldiers that were there. Soldiers from other nations as well. It wasn't their fault. What had happened was they had found a weapons stash, and that was largely the weapons that the Hutu extremists were using to kill the Tutsis as well as the moderate Hutus. Well, they had followed protocol and asked the UN back in New York, and the UN secretary, or not the secretary general, but the head of the UN peacekeeping, the civilian who was in charge of the UN peacekeeping mission in Rwanda, Kofi Annan. Dallaire asked Kofi Annan, could the UN soldiers go in and raid that weapon stash so the Hutu extremists couldn't get a hold to it? And Kofi Annan said no, that it's too risky, that you're there to keep peace, that's too warlike, which was a huge mistake on Kofi Annan's part, because that weapon stash that he wouldn't let Dallaire and his men raid turned out to be used in the Rwandan genocide, where 800,000 people died in only 100 days. So, largely, I believe that was Kofi Annan's fault. So, it's just a sad, unfortunate situation, but I really believe the person who is to largely blame for this is Kofi Annan, as well as a lot of civilian administrators within the United Nations. So, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.